Hi everybody, Dizzy Crafter here with something a little bit different. It's still crafting obviously, but basically the magazines was Craft World was doing a card maker of the year competition, and my friend actually convinced me to join in on the fun. I've made this arena thing for my son for his birthday, and she fell in love with it, and she was like, you should enter and do one of those. So she convinced me, and I was like, yeah, okay. And what I will do, actually, I should have got that arena to just show you, so I'll go and grab it and I'll be back in a minute. So this was the actual arena, and it's very difficult to see, hence why I've done it a little bit different this time. So like you can kind of see the stage there with the unicorns playing the guitars and stuff, and then we've used a lot of Janet Klein figures here, but like I say, it was, unless you're holding it, it's not that easy to actually see. I'd never really made anything like that before, and I really wanted to have a go with the guitar. Saw the guitars and I was like, I need to use this guitar for my son, and then the unicorns as well just had to be in that. With that in mind, I thought, right, I'm going to do this arena, but I'm actually going to do it slightly different than this way, just so that it's more cohesive. And I have made 2 cards, but first of all I'm going to show you the main event. So I made the box to begin with, and I've used lots and lots of different ink pads from the distressed oxides and stuff like that. I've used dies as well for the musical notes. I've used stamps for the musical notes and the I don't know what you call like the actual liney things. I've no idea what that calls, but the music paper type of things. I've coloured in this little handle with my Spectrum Noir metallic pens, because this was like a really dark brown. I couldn't find a brass goldy coloured one. And then I've just made this box and covered it in with these decorated papers. So it is a bit difficult to get out of, to be honest. So it isn't the easiest. It's a very tight, snug fit, and I do hope that they can get it out. I was kind of hoping that the weight of the actual thing itself would help like lift the lid. So there's the box, and there's the base of the box, and I've even decorated inside the box with the same papers. And then this is the actual mechanism, the actual thing I've done. I'm just going to lower the camera down slightly so that you can get the full thing of it. Right, well, while I'm here now, I don't need to actually be in the frame. So basically I've just done all them same papers as well all the way around. I've used these dies from Paper Discovery. It's actually a violin, but everyone still thinks it's a guitar, and I'm quite happy for it to be a guitar, to be honest. And I actually made these out of these strands. I glued 5 of these strips to some acetate, and then just cut out pieces for the segments, and then actually added some notes on there, and I've just made it all like wavy and stuff, so it's got some movement. I've put some hinges on here which we've got from the hardware store, and again I've ended up colouring in these with the alcohol, not the alcohol paints, the metallic pens from Spectrum Noir as well, just because I could not find any brass looking handles. Could get silver and that, but I already had these in. These were Graphic 45, and there was like a really oldie worldy old dark coloured metal. And then this latch, I really struggled to find a latch like this, and I ended up buying a box from the works that had this latch on, just so I could have this latch. And then it just opens up like so, and there you see lots of the Janet Klein figures here. And I've got the unicorns again. I've never actually done reverse stamping before, so I'm actually really proud of myself, because I've ended up reverse stamping these guitars as opposed to on the previous one. They was always going the same way, which was a bit disappointing and annoying. And then I've done this, is also from the music range from the Paper Discovery, and I've paper pieced it, but then I'd say I triple embossed it, but I didn't. I think I put about anything between 6 to 8 layers of embossing powder in there. And then I just got a little sneaky thing. I've made a little hole here, and we've got some batteries, and it all lights up. So I'll just turn these on. Jesus. And you can see it all lights up. So I did actually want this device where you could record something like your own message or something, and I wanted to record a rock song like We Will Rock You or something. But unfortunately the device wouldn't have been here ready for the competition, which is a real shame, because I do think like it'd really be cool, like as you opened it this song started playing, and I feel like that would have given it that extra edge, but it just wasn't meant to be, was it? So yeah, so this was my main entry here, which I am super pleased with. It's took a long time, and I've actually built everything from scratch, from mount board. The papers have all been decorated by me, so everything has been made by me really, other than the actual card stock as such. I've not made that. So yes, that's my project number 1. What I should have said actually is I've also made some tissue paper to wrap around it for when I put it in the box, for when I pack it up as well. So I've not done that either before. So, and I just used the same stamps and the same ink pads. Now I should have really used, I did use the water reactive ink pads, and I really should have used quick drying ink pads, but I didn't think about that at the time. But it still worked out okay, and I don't think I had these colours anyway, and I wanted to have the exact same colours what I've already put on the papers as well. So the rules of the competition was you had to actually have 2 cards and a project that isn't actually a card. That project could be in anything, be a scrapbook page or a mini album or a 3D model, which obviously that's what I've done. You could have had a sewing project, you could have done whatever, as long as it wasn't a card then you could do that. So the next 2 items are my cards, and this is my first card I did. And I've just made this box myself, and I've used some leaves to decorate the top of it up. And then this is the card. I've just put this in because this box is a little bit snug, so it's not anything to do with the card, to be honest. And then I've just put some papers in there, and it's this giraffe stamp from, is it Pink Ink, I think it is. And I'd spotted this at the Lee Craft show a few weeks ago. Well, my friend actually didn't. I didn't spot it. My friend took me to it because she knows I love giraffes. And I did some nails about last year or something, where on my nail channel, and basically my nails was all grey with a giraffe on it, and I'd done like this giraffe print, like what I've done here, because I've coloured this in myself. I've created this backing paper myself with the Spectrum Noir pens, and underneath was like a neon yellow glitter. So, and then they also had on top of the grey nails the odd little fluorescent coloured flower, acrylic flower on, and I really enjoyed wearing them nails. They was probably my favourite nails I've ever done as well. So that's where the inspiration for this card actually came from. So what I decided to do was to colour this giraffe in grey. I have never ever coloured such a big item in grey. It's just been like a little coat on a little girl or a hat or something, but I've never did something like this. And to be honest, I'm actually quite proud of it. I'm not the best colour anyway, but I feel like I didn't do too bad of a job, to be honest. So then we've got this, and I've done the sentiment, and I did this on the Cricut using my metallic markers, and it says "Don't be grey." And then when you open it up, it's like this, and it says "Have a giraffic day." So it's obviously a play on words. I have never ever made a pop-up card like this either. I don't know if I've done right for doing wrong, for doing things I've never done before, but I really wanted to stretch my capabilities and my knowledge and stuff. So to put something in that was different to me as well, because I do love things that are different. I love things that move. I love kinetic cards. I love things that are so interactive. That is like my jam, really. That's, if I'm doing stuff, that's what I really want to do. And obviously I've used this same giraffe, but I've coloured her in lovely and bright, or him, and I've just used lots of different dyes and stuff. And again, I've just done these words myself on the Cricut, and then I've just used some leaf papers, which was actually double-sided, so that was great, because that meant that the leaves was all around. So yes, that was card number 1. This is my favourite card out of the 2. This card you've probably seen several times on my channel, because I've done a fair few of them. I'm not going to lie, I'm really not that keen on this card, but time has run out and I've got to send something in. And I knew I really wanted to do the Never Ending card, because it was the first card I actually did whilst coming back to crafting after the 10-year break. And I was like, right, let's do it. And I didn't want, the trouble was I didn't want to be doing any colouring, because there was colouring on the card one and then there was colouring in my project, and I was like, I want to show them that I can do other things other than just colouring, because I'm not the best colourer anyway. So I wanted to do something stamp wise, and these Never Ending cards, they've got so many different spaces you've got to fill. You've got to have a lot of stamps in the theme you choose. And obviously you all know I've not been crafting that long, so it wasn't that easy to find something. I really wanted to do a nautical theme. I've got all my nautical things out, which I've got quite a few bits of nautical, but unfortunately there was too many that's realistic, and then the others was too cutey, so it was like cartoony, so they just didn't kind of marry together. It was like childlike and adult-like images, so I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get it to work. So the next best thing I had was fairies, which that's what I've done here. So I'll just take it out. And again, I've decorated the box in the coordinating stamps. So this is the card itself that I've done, and obviously I've chosen to do like a monotone again, like I did on the front of the other card, and go with purples. I don't generally work with purples. I mainly go for blues and greens. Pinks and purples, not really for me. But I thought I can't just keep doing every project in the colours that I like, so I like, let's just use some stuff. I don't know why I buy these products, because I very rarely go to them, but other people like them, so when I make cards for them, then they can have them. So yeah, so the first one is, and it says, got the fairy here, and she's got some fairy dust here, and it says, all it takes is love, trust and a little fairy dust. And then we open it up. So then we've got the 2 more fairies at the top and the bottom, and then we've got some butterflies in the middle. And then we've got some butterflies in each corner. I know you can see these, and I didn't kind of marry these up as well as I should have done, like, because you have this gap here and you do obviously see the next page, and normally I do really well on marrying it up so that you can see it, but I should have moved this fairy further over this way so that you could see her better, but maybe she's just hiding and you've got to go and find her. So we just turn it around, and then you can fully see those images. And then at the top again we've got some butterflies again, and then we're on to the last page, and this is where you'll do your writing. I've put my information there for the competition, so that's why it's off. But it is all decorated up nicely, just like the other panels. And then we've got the last fairy there. So yeah, so that is my projects for the competition. So I've got everything crossed for it, and if I don't win, it's no biggie. Like, obviously everyone wants to win it who enters it. There's no point in entering if you're not going to want to win. But to be honest, I'm still a winner, because I've actually learned how to do reverse stamping. I've actually learned, even though I didn't use it in the project, I learned how to do an image on both sides by also doing that reverse stamping. I've done the tissue, which I've learned different things from. I've learned how to do the pop-up card. So it's actually been a really good learning journey for me anyway. So it's a win-win, and obviously I do want to win, and obviously you are going to have to wait to watch this because the competition ends the 1st of May, I think it is. But basically I can't upload this until the competition winners have been announced, so it will be a while. Like, I'm doing this now and it is Friday the 29th of April. I'm actually going down to Stockport to hand mine in today rather than do the delivery, plus it gave me a couple of extra days to do the projects as well. So I hope you enjoyed this, and good luck to everybody who enters, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!